Welcome to the Cloud Saga. And we are back with another episode. I am glad to be here today, and this wonderful message was brought to you by Juice, who just got done from his meditation. Thank you for entering the Cloud Saga. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please subscribe. Please like this video, and let's get started. I'm trying to be a millionaire when I'm 25. Hopping on the mic is when my soul feeling most alive. Let me just say this real quick. Do not dedicate your life to a 9 to 5. Well, let me back up. Let me backtrack. Do not give your soul and your energy and your hard work, your blood, your sweat, your tears. Do not give it all into a company, man, because they do not care about you. They don't care about you. And I'm speaking from non-emotional standpoints, from emotional standpoints. I've seen it all. I've been on both sides of it. Please, don't give your blood, sweat, and tears into a company because they don't give a damn about you, man. Excuse me, I'm kind of sick, so. But they don't give a damn about you. So don't. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. That's why I'm so heavy into being financially free, so I don't have to wake up and deal with. I'm not going to even get into that. But, you know, the title of this episode is called The Cloud Saga because we have to just talk about what's been going on in the market. So we already discussed Microsoft earnings. We already discussed Apple's earnings. We discussed everything that happened last week. This week, we got some new stuff to talk about. This week, we got some new companies to talk about. This week, we got some new bragging rights that I want to talk about. Shoot. Let me get started. So first, if you even go back to the old videos, even it's a little short on my YouTube channel, that's about 1 minute and 30 seconds, actually about maybe 3 minutes long. It's a little TikTok that I did on my top favorite companies. It was 2 companies I was fighting for that number 1 spot in my portfolio. If you remember, shout out to you. If you don't remember, or if you haven't seen it, I'm going to tell you right now. And you know it's not capped because you can definitely go back and review and watch the old videos to see that I was not playing with y'all. Apple, Google, Apple. Let's go back to Google. So Google reported their earnings last week. And the biggest news of all was that they're doing a stock split, 20 for 1. Now, I'm officially still not a shareholder of Google. I ain't gonna lie. I slept because I saw Microsoft came at a really, really good price point. The opportunity was way too good for Microsoft to be that cheap. And it's still relatively cheap, in my opinion. And I would still stock up on some shares if I had the capital. Still stock up on some options if I had the capital. But that's just me. But Google is doing a 20 for 1 stock split. So best believe I'm going to be a shareholder soon. I told Google to do the stock split. Go look at my TikTok. Go look at my YouTube. I told Sundar to go and do the stock split. And he came through clutch. So shout out to Google. Plus they beat earnings top and bottom line. YouTube going crazy. Shout out to YouTube. That's the revenue for Google. Shout out the ad business, man. Come on. You better stop playing with my portfolio because I'm telling you, I'm not playing with the market this year. Whether it's going up or whether it's going down, I am making money. I promise you that. I will not be a slave to somebody's employer. I will not be a slave to somebody. Oh, y'all don't know y'all don't know. I'm telling you because obviously I work right now. I'm not free. I'm not financially free yet. And my job pissed me off today so bad, dude. So bad. I've never been more motivated to get money. And I was already motivated to get money. So what is that saying? I've never been more motivated to get money because I'm not playing with them. I'm not playing. I'm going to quit my job and 2 years later, I'm going to go back and buy the whole job out and fire all the employees. And then I'm going to leave and sell the building to somebody else because I'm not playing with nobody. I'm tired of people trying to push me over. This is just corporate America. I hate it. I hate it. Same thing happened with my parents. Same thing gonna happen to everybody that's working for an employer, man. Stop doing that. But Google, let me get back on track. Google did their stuff. Google made their revenue. You know, they killed it. they killed it. Shout out to Google. Let me go back to Amazon. And Amazon didn't really grow too much in terms of, retail. In terms of online stores, they didn't really do too well. Physical stores, increased a little bit, double digit growth, but, retail was like 9% growth. That's not really nothing to make someone bullish on the stock. And I will say, because Google announced they split, a lot of people thought Amazon was going to split, but obviously they didn't announce anything this quarter. So hopefully this year we can get a split soon, Amazon. Come on. Hopefully this year you can give me a split soon. And XLY will start going crazy because I got 5 contracts for 2023 or 2024 on XLY. Looking to add some more because it's still undervalued. So Amazon, do some splits, man. I do want to point out that AWS increased about 40%. And if you don't know what AWS is, that's Amazon's web services, the cloud. Now, I do want to point out to you this real quick. I'm going to just name a few companies that Amazon kind of not acquired, but acquired as customers for the Amazon Web Services. New customers from the previous quarter that are now using Amazon's cloud as their top provider for cloud services. So let's get into it. First, you got NASDAQ. Now, if you don't know what NASDAQ is, let me just tell you what the exchange is. NASDAQ is one of the, obviously you have Dow Jones, S&P 500, and the NASDAQ. So that's one of the exchanges where stocks are traded on. The NASDAQ is basically how you track how the technology companies are performing. Most, not all, but a majority of technology companies are listed on the NASDAQ. So you have the financial services company, NASDAQ. And what they are, they're basically the global technology company that serves capital markets and other industries. They have 3 segments, which I'll get into briefly. So they have the investment intelligence segment, market services segment, and corporate platform segment. The market services segment includes equity derivative trading, cash equity trading, fixed income, and commodities trading and clearing, and trade management service businesses. So basically, this was one of the customers that Amazon acquired through the web services. So this company, who last year produced $885 million in revenue, I believe, is now using Amazon as their cloud service provider. Let me go to the next one. Meta, who had a horrible earnings report, also known as Facebook, but they chose Amazon as their cloud service provider. Qualtrics, another data company that's very, very important. Rivian, electric vehicle pickup truck company that Amazon actually has a stake in which they made profit off of last quarter, which significantly helped their revenues in the previous report that they came out with. Best Buy, Under Armour, Adidas, Goldman Sachs, another financial sector, Pfizer. I can go on and on and on. The point is, even if you pull up Microsoft's Azure, you will see top companies. If you pull up Google's cloud customers, you will see a whole bunch of companies. MLB, from top brand to top brand, you will see that all these companies are now using cloud services. So what is that telling you? This is the year of the cloud service company. Microsoft, Google, Amazon are the companies that are going to see major growth in revenue from these services alone. Now, like I said, Amazon's retail didn't even do that well. They went up in price on their Prime services, which was huge. Their yearly subscriptions went up from like $119 to $139, and their monthly subscriptions went up. So even if their other segments don't perform as well, this cloud database service is growing so fast that it's making up for all these other segments that are showing slow growth, that are showing a decline, that are showing a little bit of stagnant growth. So you have Microsoft, that's another top cloud performer. And the point of it all is that this year it's not going to be the same as what we experienced last year. There's not going to be every stock that's running up. I feel like because it's about to be a interest rate hike coming from the Fed, it's going to change what kind of environment that we playing in, the field that we playing in. And it's not going to be an environment where all stocks thrive. It's going to be stocks that thrive, that show high potential and high growth, quarter over quarter, year over year, cash cows, who's bringing in the revenue. So I'm looking at, a lot of industries and a lot of stocks in those industries that are well poised to grow. And the cloud is a very, very, service. It's a very fast service that's expanding rapidly. And it's a very important service because we're transitioning from, like, everybody knows when the pandemic happened, it kind of had us transition from physical in-person meetings and physical in-person work to hybrid online work. So that says something about the cloud. The cloud is growing. Databases are growing. Even with the metaverse, that's another industry that's coming alive, and cryptocurrency, which I'll get into in a second. But I mean, Microsoft, Apple, and Amazon, I think we're gonna have another blowout year because the cloud is where it's at, and Google as well. But I mean, it's the year of the big dogs. I feel like I don't think the stock market is really gonna have a tremendous year in terms of percentage growth of indexes, but specific stocks I think will, mainly the large cap stocks I think will have a good year. The ones I just mentioned, their earnings proved it, and we're gonna see quarter over quarter how that cloud is just gonna keep helping their revenue and boosting their profits. Now I want to get into cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency rallied a little bit this week. Bitcoin was at like 42 last time I checked. Ethereum was trading back above 3,000. Luna was getting close to above 60 again. I'm just so confused because these markets are so unpredictable. As soon as I think, I personally believe, and I still kind of believe that it's going to take a minute for cryptocurrencies to bounce back fully. Just because we don't know what the Fed is going to do. Like, is cryptocurrency considered a safe haven against inflation, or is cryptocurrency just like the stock market? When stock market falls, cryptocurrency falls. And I'm still trying to figure out what the trend is. And, we haven't seen long enough, so we just got to let it play out. But we're going to see, because what the cryptocurrency market is showing us is that investors are already ready to have their portfolios risk on. If the cryptocurrency market was rallying that much this past week, and it was a pretty strong rally in terms of price movements, like Bitcoin was sitting at like 38, 39 something, or 36 maybe, and it went all the way to 42. Ethereum had a little pullback too and went to 3,000, and I'm seeing some stuff. I'm like, what's going on with these markets? What are these people doing? They're ready to risk on their portfolios already, which I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at all. Like, what the market's going to do what they do. I'm happy either direction they go. They fall, I'm buying. They rise, I'm making money. So, that's what the cryptocurrency market is telling us. And I'm kind of confused on why it's telling us that. Maybe it's a trap for some bulls. Maybe they just want people to start buying and then they just sell off fast. Get some cash to go and put back into the stock market. I don't know. But I'm not falling for it. I'm sitting this one out in the crypto market. I just got my crypto stake. And speaking of having crypto stake, Robinhood, where's my wallet at? Because I'm trying to get my crypto out of Robinhood and send it to my platforms where I got my crypto staked on. This is interest that I could be earning. You holding out on me, dog. You holding out on me. So I need to earn this interest, and you holding out on me, dog. But lastly, Ethereum is supposed to merge this quarter. And I don't know how that's going to affect Ethereum's price. A lot of people forgot that Ethereum is supposed to be fully proof of stake this quarter. And, a lot of people who have their Ethereum stake can start pulling their profits out in Ethereum. So when this merge happens, I'm curious to see how that's going to affect the price of Ethereum. I've seen some crazy price predictions for like 2030. And, I think Kathy Wood had I don't even want to say because I don't even remember, but it was an absurd amount on her price target for the Ethereum. And, I wouldn't doubt it. I'm heavily investing into crypto, especially Ethereum. That's my top holding crypto. So I wouldn't be mad. But, it's the year of the cloud. It's the year of the mega caps. It's the year of the large caps. It's the year of the veterans. I don't think them small cap, high growth, high risk stocks really gonna do this well this year. Maybe they bounce back next year, but We're gonna see. I'm continuing to watch that yield spread too to see, if there's finna be a crash in the market sometime. But I'm protecting my portfolio just in case. But number one lesson: stay motivated, get money. Don't give your blood, sweat, and tears to no employer because they don't care about you. And lastly, subscribe to the channel because I'm out. Peace.